What if we are all wrong about tariffs? This is an important conversation. I want to give a shout out to Joseph Wang. He's been on the channel several times. You can follow him on X at FedGuy12, I believe is his handle. Joseph Wang puts out a very thought-provoking tweet this morning about, frankly, all of the experts being wrong on tariffs. We're going to go through his logic. We're going to talk about it. And this is an important conversation because most of the experts, and by most, I mean, gosh, 95 to 98% of the experts have simply said tariffs are bad. Tariffs will raise prices. Tariffs will cause inflation. Inflation will cause the Fed to raise rates. That has been the talk track by the mass media. I want to share what Joseph Wang put out this morning. He may have put it out yesterday. I saw it this morning. So this is basically what Joseph Wang says to counteract or balance what the mainstream media is saying. He says, first off, big tariffs will be mitigated by FX, aka currencies, right? Currency adjustments, and margin compression, meaning that the sellers will eat margin so that the end consumer, any impact on the end consumer is muted. I believe this first step in the logic chain is accurate and makes complete sense, right? A lot of people, again, 95 to 98% of the media say, hey, if you throw on a 60% tariff, inflation goes up 60% or thereabouts. And I think Joseph Wang is right. Tariffs are one of those complex things working in our global economy, and currency, aka FX movements, and of course, margin compression will help blunt that. So that's step one. Joseph Wang's big twist, big pivot that most of the media is missing is step two. Joseph says that should big tariffs be launched, it will dent, it will hurt business sentiment. That is a big deal. If you hurt business sentiment, you will likely have less investments, less pull forward. There'll be just the business owners will be less interested. And guess what happens if the business sentiment deteriorates or falls or collapses? Well, unemployment rises. And the last step of this daisy chain, again, going against what the mass media is telling you, is if unemployment rises, drum roll please, rates fall. What has the Fed been telling us all this time? Watch unemployment, watch unemployment, watch unemployment. Again, I think Joseph Wang brings up a very interesting thought process. His thesis is solid. And if you're not following Joseph Wang on X or Twitter, you are truly missing out. Let's talk about some stuff that's coming up. I am going to do a live stream in school at 9 a.m., not 8 a.m. Originally, I thought I was going to do it at 8 a.m., but it will be 9 a.m. today. I made the adjustment in school. So if you want to ask me some questions, you want to talk, you want to riff, I will be going live in school at 9 a.m. I will see you there. I would like to welcome Angela and Garrett. We've got two new amazing members in the school community. Thank you, Angela and Garrett, for joining. Much appreciated. Not sure why all of you haven't joined yet. 67 cents a day, live streams, boot camps, all those things for you. But most importantly, 350 amazing people going in the same direction. We do have the school map, which is up to 87, working our way to the first 100. I do want to congratulate Nick. Nick is our first out of the United States. Nick is actually in South America. So shout out Nick for putting his his little mark. I think it's in Ecuador, might be in Peru. I didn't look closely, so pretty cool. Let's talk about some earnings. We do get Zoom. I think it's after hours today. We get Zoom tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. We get Kohl's, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods, Dell, Workday, HP, and CrowdStrike. A lot of earnings, a lot of retailers. Again, retailers are important for me because, again, it felt like the economy hit pause for kind of the last 3 weeks of the election. It will be interesting to see what retailers have to say, both about the quarter, but also about the fourth quarter. Obviously, Q4 is where retailers make most of their money, and it'll be interesting to see what they have coming. Macy's was supposed to report tomorrow, but they issued preliminary results this morning. Don't know if you saw this. Apparently, some employee hid delivery expenses for small goods. Apparently, they have been doing this for quite a while. I'm not sure why you would risk your job to hide delivery expenses, but it will be interesting. Is it bonus related? Is it some kind of graft or something? Don't know. But Macy's has identified the employee. So hopefully we learn more in the next 2 weeks or so. But yes, Macy's will not be reporting because of some adjustments that need to be made to their end of year or end of quarter results. We did get a forecast raise at Bath and Body Work. Again, retailers are feeling better. It's really interesting to see what retailers are interested in. Jamie Dimon thinks that the next generation of employees, get this, will work 3.5 days a week and live to 100 years old. And, oh, by the way, not have cancer. That was actually a line in his interview. I am most interested in that work 3.5 days a week. Maybe. I don't know if that's AI or what's going to cause that, but a 5-day work week going to 4, going to 3.5 certainly seems possible. You're going to have to make a lot more money, or maybe you have 2 jobs. I don't know. One of the things about working 5 days a week is you have less time to spend money, frankly. So that will be interesting to see. Don't know if you saw the 10-year. The 10-year is down big this morning. We have been seeing some really large moves on the upside of the 10-year note. It's actually down big this morning, double digits this morning. Apparently, and again, this was on a couple of articles I read this morning. Apparently, the market likes Treasury Secretary nominee Scott Bessent. I do not know him. I'm going to do a little research on him and maybe talk more about him tomorrow, given that the market likes it. But some quotes from an interview I saw. It says, quote, "I guarantee you the last thing Trump wants is to cause inflation." Good. I think we can all agree inflation is bad. Now, that quote comes from Scott when he was talking about tariffs. Basically, hey, everybody, calm down. Tariffs are not going to be the big sledgehammer some of you fear. And then number 2, I recommend tariffs to be layered in gradually. Folks, it's pretty clear we are talking about fairer trade versus, the sledgehammer that some of the media wants us to believe. So it is interesting. Again, I don't know Scott. I haven't heard of him before. I will dig in, let you know a little bit more about him. I think he comes from a hedge fund. I think he's from a hedge fund, but don't know that for sure. We did have a Sunday accountability group yesterday. Want to shout out Jared, I think, does that one. Talked about some electrical involving your kids, rents, multifamily, and I can't read my writing, so I have no idea what my last line was. But in the end of the day, folks, remember you've got 3 accountability groups in school. Join the one that makes sense for you. Joining accountability groups, even for a little bit, is the way to hold yourself accountable. They're weekly. Make progress, get a buy box, write offers. You know the drill. It is all there for you. It is Thanksgiving week, And I thought I would share with you things that I am thankful for. Now, again, these are things that I'm sharing with you. It obviously would start with family and health and all of that. But let's get into what I am thankful for in this community. Number one, I want to thank all of you, right? There are 98 of you who have chosen to be with me live this morning. That is such a wonderful gift that you give me. You've given me this platform for 5 years to talk with you, to share what I'm thinking. It is not lost on me that you have lots of options, and for you to keep coming back, keep leaving comments and thumbs up and support. I just want all of you to know it's not lost on me. And thank you. Number two, I want to thank all of my haters who don't like my calls and leave nasty comments. For the longest time, I admit that some of these haters really got to me. But after talking more and more with the people that I know, trust, and respect, haters are not only a part of the game, but they are a sign that you are doing the right thing. Hate, and the more hate that you get, is a sign that you are doing something important. If you're not important, the haters leave you alone. If you are doing good work, if you are changing, if you are helping people, the hate comes, and the hate comes in droves. So thank you to all of my haters. And I really want to give a shout out to a couple of them. A couple of you haters left nasty comments when I talked about the housing crash in transaction, when I talked about prices going up, not down. A few of you brave souls have come back to me after a year, after 2 years, and apologized. That's very big of you. But most of you cower, hide, change your screen names. It's okay. It's okay. Number three, I want to thank you all for the support, right? This YouTube channel, almost 20 million views. My podcast, almost 10 million listens, I guess they call it. That is amazing. But I would be remiss if I didn't thank you for all of the extras. For example, you made my book, One Rental at a Time, a bestseller. I cannot believe that One Rental at a Time is a bestseller. You helped me with my second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires. You helped me, the release date, getting that on the Amazon bestseller list. I want to thank you for the support in all of my courses. I've created courses. I've kept them priced low, very intentionally. The How to Get Started One Rental at a Time, the boot camp, the $50 buy box, all of these things. All of you showed me great support over the last 5 years. I want to thank you for coming to my events. We've done 2 live events. We did a trial run in Fresno where about 200 to 250 of you were there. We did our celebration, our 50,000 celebration this year in February with over 300 of you. We are doing another event February 15th and 16th where we are more than 50% sold out. So thank you. It's not lost on me, especially these events you have to travel for, right? Yeah, the ticket prices are cheap, but you still, for many of you, have to get on a flight. You got to get a hotel. It is not lost on me that events are an expense. And then lastly, I want to thank you for supporting school. I tried to do this in Facebook. I tried for years. It just doesn't allow me to get the same reach. It doesn't allow me to control as much. School has been a blessing. It's exactly what I needed. It's a place where I could have a very low price point. I could spend my time guarding the community, making sure that the bad actors are removed. I could give stuff away. I could schedule live events. School is something that I think I will be known for in a big way in a couple of years. Number 4, and finally, I want to thank all the millionaires that come back. It is mind-boggling to me to think of the 10, the 15 millionaires that come back every week. They give me an hour, 30 minutes to an hour of their time every week. That is such a blessing. That is such a gift We have playlists that go back 3, 4, 5 years, so you can really go unpack what these folks were doing at different times. So again, it is Thanksgiving week. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you smile. I hope you make some memories. I hope you have a lot of fun. Don't let hate win. Just let it go. It's not that time. And I just want to thank you. It has been a very fun ride the last 5 or 6 years. I had no idea. Something like this was possible. And thank you for allowing me to feel like I'm contributing. Again, if we go back to 2018, I was financially fine, but I didn't have a passion. I didn't have a mission. I wasn't feeling like a man, right? I wasn't contributing to society in a positive way. And all of you have given me the platform, the ability to give it a shot. And I've done it my way, right? Everything's live, not edited, no marketing, no ads. We just keep showing up. We keep trying to deliver good stuff. We keep trying to get better. And there you go. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for being here, allowing me to just riff a little bit on what I'm thankful for. Again, I will see you in school at 9 a.m., about an hour and 15 minutes or so. Join school, get to Vegas. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment. Have a great day.